I'm Tracy with MeatRx. I'm here with a success story for our YouTube channel and our podcast. Today I have Isabel with us. Hi, Isabel.
Hi, Tracy. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. Can you begin telling us your journey and how you started out, mostly before carnivore, what your health conditions were like, and what kind of foods did you eat before?
Yes, sure. I can start with the kinds of food that I used to eat. So people will think that I was so healthy because I was eating like the exact pyramid recommendations, the food pyramid, like a lot of grains, a lot of bread and rice and pasta and everything like that. A lot of fruit. And I was trying to not eat a lot of junk food, but yeah, sometimes you have this sweet tooth, and also I was really addict to the carbs and to the sugar. And yeah, sometimes I also ate the occasional cake and ice cream. There's so many food around sugar that sometimes it's just impossible not to eat them, right?
Right.
And well, even though I was eating so healthy, I was having all these symptoms. And for example, when I was around 13 years old, I was diagnosed with hypoglycemia. So that was really difficult because I had a lot of sugar crashes. Every time I ate, I needed a nap. Every time I had a meal, and I had a lot of migraines and all kinds of headaches since I was 8 years old. Every day, I'm not exaggerating or or making things up. I had to use a lot of painkillers since very young. Also, I had mood swings. I was usually on a bad mood because I was always hungry, no matter what I ate and how many times a day. I was moody. Like I used to eat 6 to 7 times a day, and I think that was something that kept me on a bad mood. I also had this problem with the PCOS. I had irregular periods. I used to have cycles of 40, 60 days sometimes. So it's not so such a problem when you're a teenager, but when you get older and you want to have a baby, then it's a little bit difficult because it's very hard to know when you're ovulating. This is very hard. The next thing is that I was having a lot of miscarriages. I had 6 miscarriages in total, and I was having these losses between week 6 and 10. And doctors would say that I was having no diagnosed problem. Everything was normal, but yeah, that happened. I was also grinding my teeth at night since very young, also, and it got worse with time. And then I also developed sleep apnea. The last a few months before carnivore, I was having this sleep apnea. It was awful. I also had stomach aches. Always, I was always bloated. I had a painful bowel movement. It was every time I ate, I was feeling bloated, and my stomach was really, with a lot of pain. It was very uncomfortable. And even though I was eating a lot of fiber, right?
Yeah.
I was also having dandruff since I was young. Yeah, a lot of dandruff, and the doctor said it was because I was having a lot of stress, and that was the reason. So every time, or maybe it was the shampoo or something, but yeah, that was the big diagnosis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was also chronically tired. I needed to nap 2 to 3 times a day. I was always tired. I had a lot of joint pains since a teenager. Also, I had knee pain, elbows, um, and also I was having a lot of muscle injuries even when I wasn't training.
Mhm.
It was very weird. And from the mental health related, it was hard to concentrate for me. I had this mental fog, so it was hard to accomplish certain tasks. And something that was really recurrent, it was that I got the flu every 2 to 3 months. I was getting the flu. I was having a lot of medications every 2 to 3 months because I used to have this bad cough that wouldn't go away. So doctors would prescribe me a lot of antibiotics.
Wow, Isabel, that's so many things. That is a lot. And so, did you ever connect it to your diet, or how did you find out about changing your diet?
Well, no, I never thought it was the way I was eating. Never. And whenever I went to the doctor, they never said anything about the way I was eating. Never. It's something like, okay, this is your symptom, then you can treat it with this medication, and that's it. And it was not until when I got married, my husband said that it was probably because of the way I was eating that I was having all these symptoms, and I didn't believe him because he know about this Atkins diet, and he had implemented it in himself. He was doing this keto diet, and I was like, how is that even possible that you're losing weight eating fat? What is this about? And when I started trying, uh, a lot of my symptoms went away. So that's when I connected the dots.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how did you have any transitional issues whenever you first started eating more Atkins, like with the high meats? They're pretty low carb. Is Atkins completely zero carb?
Yeah, it's around 20 to 50 grams of carbs, but still I had some issues. They didn't completely go away. It was not until I was fully carnivore that I experimented anxiety because of the carbs. I was having this palpitations. I was having this a lot of cravings because when you're Atkins keto, you have this all of these desserts like fat bombs, and you still have that. You can eat a lot of, yeah, stevia and those things that keep you attached to wanting more sugar. So when I went full carnivore, it was like I was feeling this withdrawal symptoms, like anxiety and headaches and those sort of things. Yes.
How long did that last for you? Did it last a very long time?
Um, it was, I think, around 3 weeks, maybe. Yeah, I think I don't quite remember because it was 2 years and a half ago. But after that, I was feeling great. So the mind usually forgets about the pain and about bad things.
Right, right. So
Yeah.
you started in like July 2018, is that right?
Yes, correct. Yes.
Okay. And how did your conditions improve? Did they start out right away improving, or did you have to wait for a while?
Well, I only had those symptoms from the transition. and I was feeling better and better with time. The first 3 months, I think of them as the adaptation, the adaptation period. And after that, I was like, yes, this is the way I want to eat because I feel amazing. I feel energized. I feel, yeah, everything was controlled. For example, my hypoglycemia was totally under control. I didn't wanted to sleep. I didn't want to sleep during the day. I didn't need it to. I mean, I don't need to nap during the day, even though I don't sleep as well at night because my baby wakes me up. Yeah, I don't feel that tiredness anymore. I don't have that sugar crushes I used to have. I feel energized and calm after every meal. I don't feel cranky or tired like before. My migraines are gone. I have no headaches. That's a huge accomplishment to me because it's a little bit frustrating having pain every day of your life without knowing why you have it and how to get rid of it.
Yeah, right. And so your PCOS that was resolved, and you have at least one baby, right?
Yes, my periods became regular and it was easier to know when I was ovulating so I could get pregnant. And with Carnivore, I got pregnant 3 times in the first year.
Oh,
Yes, but unfortunately, the first two, both was I had two miscarriages, and then I finally have my baby. He's 5 months old, so yes, he's my carnivore baby.
oh, awesome. So did you eat
Yes,
carnivore through your pregnancy and after?
yes. Around 90% maybe of my pregnancy was full carnivore. On the first trimester, it was a little bit difficult because of the meat aversion. Like one has the nausea, and so I tried to stick to carnivore, and then I tried to implement some keto, and then I couldn't for a couple 5 weeks maybe. I
Mhm.
couldn't. It was impossible. But then after the meat aversions went away, I went straight back to carnivore, and yeah, I haven't I've been carnivore since then, like strict.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that before, that there's meat aversion sometimes in that first trimester. Yeah.
Yes, unfortunately, yes. And for me,
Yeah.
it was awful. I was throwing up a lot. I couldn't even smell the meat. It was really frustrating because I knew that being a carnivore was the best thing for myself and for my baby. So it was a little bit frustrating to have to
Yeah.
give that up for a couple of weeks.
Right. Oh, yeah, I understand that. But what an incredible story you have, Isabel. It's awesome to
Yes.
hear that you have recovered from so much of your difficulties before. And yeah, that's wonderful. Thank you for sharing all of your information and your story with us.
Yes,
I
thank
was
you.
gonna, yeah, I was gonna ask you if you're a MeetRx member.
Yes, I recently became a member and I have found lots of new information about carnivore I didn't know before. A lot of recipes like this one that I tried a couple of days ago, the beef and lamb carnivore waffles.
Mm,
Oh my God, were amazing. There are also a lot of interviews with experts like Yuri Cho or James Di Nicolantonio.
mhm.
There are countless resources like books and videos and podcasts. So there's countless resources. It's a little bit overwhelming at the beginning. You don't know where to look at first. Yeah, yeah. You also have this list of local ranchers, and I think that's very helpful for the people that are starting or already carnivores. And also, I've seen that you have amazing discount for members, so that's amazing too.
Awesome. I'm glad you found so much there to look at and to enjoy. Um, have you been on any of the meetings at all?
Not yet. I'm planning to join you on the next week. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
All
It's a little
right.
bit difficult with the baby, you know.
It is. Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming and sharing your story with us, Isabel. I know it'll help many people to hear what you have been through and how much you have improved.
Yeah. Thank you very much for having me. Yeah, I'm very happy to share my story. I hope that many people can benefit from it.
Yes, I'm sure they will. And you have a great evening and afternoon. I'm not sure what part of the world you're in, but
Yes, I'm in the Netherlands, so it's
the
8
Netherlands.
8:30 now. Yes.
Okay. Well, have a great evening then.
Yeah. Thank you. You too, Tracy. It
Okay.
was nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you too. Bye bye.
Bye.